I used to play hockey. I was a little tomboy, and I played hockey with the boys because I just wanted to be just like my brother. And the boys got bigger, I kind of stayed the same size, and they started to hit, so my parents kind of thought like we probably should stop. And so I was at the rink a couple years later, and I saw speed skating, and I asked my parents if I could try it, and they always wanted me to try to do new things. So I tried it the next week, and I fell in love. I like going fast. I'm kind of a daredevil. I kind of like not knowing what's going to happen, and I mean, that's every skating race. You put your blade down wrong and you fly into the pads at 30. So I really like the idea that you don't always know what's going to happen, but if you work hard and you put everything out there, that usually the result comes. Lots of discipline. So I train in Wisconsin, so during high school I really have to give it out to my parents because they drove me to Wisconsin every day after high school. They would make sure I got it early and then drove just so I could do homework. And then here I get ice time in the mornings during the spring to work on skating just because my rink's all the way in Wisconsin. And then during the spring when we don't have practice or games in the on weekends, I go to Wisconsin to train. And then during winter break, I actually live up there in a hotel to train. So I've been lucky enough to be on the first Youth Olympic Games team, which was awesome. It's like a little mock Olympics, but for kids under 18. And so I got to go, and I was actually a short tracker in that, and that was in Austria, Innsbruck, Austria. They built this whole Olympic village. It was unbelievable. And then the following year, I got to go to Calabo, Italy, which is a little small town near the border of Austria and Italy, and it was unbelievable. So pretty, mountains everywhere. We skated in a mountain, so you look out and it's just, you see the outline of a landscape. It was unbelievable. And then I got to go to Norway, and that was for my second Junior World competition, and that was beautiful too. You're right on the water, a little cold, but I mean, can't complain. And then last year I got to go to Poland, which was a different experience because we're in a city, but also an amazing experience because my grandma is fully Polish and her mom came from Poland, so it was really nice to kind of see a little bit of my heritage while I was skating. I always think every sport complements each other. I mean, you always hear that play multiple sports as a kid, and there's a reason for it. You don't get injured as much. Like soccer works certain muscles, skating works certain muscles, and they're different muscles. And so you kind of balance yourself out, and also you're always training. There's never really an off season, so skating helps soccer in the sense that I don't get out of shape, and then soccer helps skating in the sense that I get my aerobic capacity. So, I mean, they both complement each other. Yes, they're different, and yes, they both require their own time, but the fundamentals of both are basically the same.